Hello everyone, my name is Sohail Kazi and today we'll be covering the topic EDM, that is nothing but electro discharge machining. As we have already covered the introduction part of non-traditional machining process, the very first non-traditional machining process we are going to study is EDM, that is nothing but electrical discharge machining. It is also called as electro discharge machining. So basically EDM works on the principle that heat energy generated by the spark is used to remove the material from the workpiece. So in this process the spark is developed, and due to that spark heat is developed, and due to that heat the workpiece melts. So let us see how the setup is. You can see the complete constructional setup of the EDM process. This part is known as tool and this is workpiece. As you can see over here, that tool is actually the mirror image of the workpiece. Also, the tool and the workpiece are connected to a power source. Tool is always a cathode and workpiece is always an anode. Also, the complete setup of the workpiece and tool is submerged inside a liquid. That liquid is called as dielectric fluid. Dielectric fluid can be different like kerosene, paraffin oil, transformer oil, etc. At the bottom there is a filter arrangement provided because fine droplets of metals that are machined from the workpiece are inside this dielectric fluid. So this needs to get filtered. So there is a pump and filter arrangement provided, and the filter output is again going through a nozzle which is directly falling on the working area. This area is called as working area. As you can see, there is no contact between the tool and the workpiece. So this is the main advantage of non-traditional machining processes, that tool and workpiece do not touch each other. You can see that there is gap. Now this gap is actually required for producing the spark. So let us see how this non-traditional machining works. I'll show you a few videos, just have a look.
We have a container in which a fixture and a workpiece is placed, and we have a tool with a servo motor, so maintaining the gap between the workpiece and the tool. This is connected with the DC power supply. Positive terminal is connected to the workpiece and negative terminal is connected to the tool. Now what will happen? This is the electrolyte in the container which will make electrically contact between tool and workpiece. This is called dielectric fluid. Dielectric fluid has a property. It will act as an insulator between tool and the workpiece, and also on the high voltage this dielectric fluid will be ionized in the form of ions, which will help in the spark which will come between the tool and workpiece. Now we will see the process how EDM will work. Workpiece and tool is connected to the DC power supply, positive and negative polarity. Then workpiece is struck by the electron because tool will liberate electrons with a very high velocity, and workpiece liberate the metal ions which will go towards the tool. But in between these a dielectric fluid is also which will be ionized, and it will break down into positive and negative ions. Now what will happen? Electron and these negative ions will combine together and make a envelope between tool and the workpiece and create a spark. This will create a spark between tool and the workpiece. This spark will generate about 8000 to 12,000 degrees Celsius heat, which will melt the workpiece and remove the metal from the workpiece. So this is the process of electric discharge machining.
Okay, so as you have seen in the video that there is a tool and workpiece and the complete setup is submerged into dielectric fluid. Now how does this work? As you have seen that tool is connected to the negative terminal and workpiece is connected to a positive terminal, and the complete setup is submerged inside the dielectric fluid. We all know that electricity travels from positive to negative, but electrons travel from negative to positive, yes. So there is no contact between anode and cathode, so the circuit is not yet completed. So what will happen? The electrons will travel from negative to positive. Once the power source is turned on, all the electrons will come and they will get deposited at the tool tip, cathode tool tip. So these electrons are now very much excited. These grid of electrons are very much excited, and these will try to jump off from the cathode, and they will jump and go to the positive charge. Now what is the positive charge over here? Yes, the workpiece is the positive charge. So electrons will jump from cathode and they will go to anode, but there is a distance, and in that distance there is a liquid. So electrons has a property that they ionize the medium through which they pass. So this liquid medium will be ionized. Ionization means splitting up of cations and anions. So the dielectric medium will be split into cations and anions. So now this area between workpiece and the tool, in this area there is cations, there is anions, there is high speed electrons. So this will appear as a very bright light, which is called as spark, and this spark will increase the temperature, it will increase the pressure at that area also, and because of that the workpiece will directly melt, because the temperature reaches up to 10,000 degrees Celsius. It can also vaporize the metal. But as you all know that complete setup is submerged into the dielectric medium. So what will happen? The pressure has increased and there is dielectric medium. The spark will pulsate at a frequency, and in that frequency, when there is no spark, the dielectric medium will come and it will wash out the area of the working. So working area will be cleaned by the dielectric medium. This is called as flash effect, and because of this the area will get clean. So again at the next spark the melting will takes place, and when the spark is gone the dielectric liquid will come and clean the workpiece. So this dielectric medium will be filled with the droplets of workpiece, and as we have seen in the setup that there is a filtered connection provided which will filter the dielectric liquid. So this is how the EDM machining works. Let's see the next video.
As erosion continues, the machine controls advance the electrode through the work, always maintaining a constant gap distance between it and the workpiece. To understand how EDM removes metal, let's examine a single spark in the erosion process. As a pulse of DC electricity reaches the electrode and part, an intense electrical field develops in the gap. Microscopic contaminants suspended in the dielectric fluid are attracted by the field and concentrate at the field's strongest point. These contaminants build a high conductivity bridge across the gap. As the field's voltage increases, this material in the conductive bridge heats up. Some pieces ionize to form a spark channel between the electrode and the workpiece. At this point, both the temperature and pressure in the channel rapidly increase, generating a spark. A small amount of material melts and vaporizes from the electrode and workpiece at the points of spark contact. A bubble composed of the gaseous byproducts of vaporization rapidly expands outward from the spark channel. Once the pulse ends, the spark and heating action stop, collapsing the spark channel. Dielectric fluid rushes into the gap, flushing molten material from both surfaces. This EDM residue consists of small solidified balls of material and gas bubbles.
So this is how the EDM process works. Let us see what all are the process parameters of EDM. The very first thing is the tool. Electrode usually acts as cathode and is immersed in a dielectric fluid. As I have said you that tool is always the cathode. Next is DC voltage of approximately 300 volt is applied in modulated pulses of 200 to 500 kilohertz. The dielectric breakdown sparking at around 10,000 degrees Celsius when gap is small. The spark erodes the workpiece in the shape of the tool. This I have said in the starting itself that the tool is the mirror image of the desired workpiece we want, and as soon as the material is removed, the tool is progressively lowered as the workpiece erodes. Material removal rate is typically 300 mm³ per minute, and tool wear ratio is 3:1 with metallic electrodes, 3:1 to 100:1 with graphite electrodes. Now let us see the process of EDM. Process step 1. When the distance between the two electrodes is reduced, the intensity of the dielectric field in the volume between the electrodes increases than the strength of the dielectric. Strength of dielectric fluid breaks, allowing current to flow between the two electrodes, hence producing temperature around 10,000 degrees Celsius, enough for melting the workpiece. In the diagram you can see that there is a electrode, there is a workpiece, and there is a spark, and spark is caused because of the dielectric fluid, because the property of dielectric fluid, it acts as a insulator up to one point, and when the voltage is increased, the voltage and current is increased, it will act like a conductor. You can see over here that tool and workpiece. Tool is the mirror image of the desired shape of workpiece. Process 2. The spark channel in the first few microseconds has a very small cross-sectional area, resulting in a correspondingly high current density calculated to be on the order of 10⁴ to 10⁶ ampere per centimeter square. The energy of the arc is so concentrated that it causes the electrode and the work to melt, but the electrode material is chosen so that it melts less. Now in this case, as the temperature has reached up to 10,000 degrees Celsius, in this temperature the material directly vaporizes, but there are chances that tool also gets corroded. So that is why the corrosion rate is also more in this process. Process step 3. Because of these extreme densities, the temperature in the channel is very high, resulting in the melting and vaporization of a small amount of material from the surfaces of both electrode and the workpiece at the points of spark contact. A rapidly expanding bubble is created and the dielectric fluid around the spark channel. See, in this process, the metal and the dielectric fluid are partly vaporized, causing sudden expansion. There is a sudden expansion, the bubble is created, and when the spark is gone, the bubble breaks and rapidly the dielectric fluid rushes into the working area, causing all the droplets of metal to flash off. Process step 4. When the electrical pulse is terminated, both the spark channel and the vapor bubble collapse. The violent inrush of cool dielectric fluid results in an explosive expulsion of molten metal from both the electrodes and workpiece surfaces, resulting in the formation of a small crater in the surfaces of the two conductors, solidifying hollow balls of metal which are removed from the gap by the fluid. In this, the dielectric fluid also acts as a cleaning agent of the working area. The blast from the expanding vapors knocks some molten particle loose and the remaining molten metal hardens. So these are the dielectric fluid used in the EDM process: paraffin oil, transformer oil, kerosene, lubricating oils, and distilled water. Now let us see the properties of these fluids. The very first property is it should have sufficient dielectric strength. Also, it should have a low viscosity and good wetting capacity. It should be chemically neutral. Why it should be chemically neutral? Because the complete setup, the complete workpiece is already submerged into the dielectric fluid. So if it reacts with the material, so there will be surface corrosion, so which is not at all required. So it should be chemically neutral. It should not evolve toxic vapors during entire operation range. Also, the vapors are produced in this operation, so the vapor produced should not be toxic. The flash point should be high. It should provide sufficient cooling medium. It should also be acting as cooling medium in the tool and workpiece area. It should be less costly and easily available. It should flush the debris produced during operation. Like I have said that it is producing the flash wave which flushes the debris from the working area. Now let us see the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: number one, it can be used for any hard electrically conductive material. Any electrically conductive material can be machined by this process. Complicated shapes made on the tool can be produced. High accuracy of about 0.005 mm can be achieved. Good surface finish can be achieved economically up to 0.2 microns. Machining time is less than the conventional machining process. No mechanical stresses are developed in this process. Why no mechanical stresses are developed? Because there is no contact between tool and workpiece. Higher tool life due to proper lubrication and cooling. Hard and erosion resistant surface on the dies can be developed easily. Now also there are some disadvantages. The very first disadvantage is high power consumption. It consumes very much power for the machining purpose. MRR, the material removal rate, is very low in this. Overcut is formed many times. High heat developed causes change in metallurgical properties of workpiece. Surface cracking may take place in some material because due to this heat the surface becomes very brittle, and because of this brittleness there may be cracks. Taper holes are produced. What do you mean by taper holes? Taper holes mean the holes like this shape. Unable to machine electrically non-conductive materials. Why? Because we are making workpiece as an anode. So if our workpiece is non-conductive, so we cannot machine it. So EDM is not for non-conductive materials. Next, difficult in finding the expert machinist, as these machines are very costly and also it is CNC controlled machining. So it is very difficult that the proper operator you get for this machine. What are the applications of EDM? EDM is used for drilling micro holes in the nozzles. It is used for thread cutting, wire cutting, rotary form cutting, helical profile milling, curved hole drilling, and engraving operation on harder materials, cutting off operation, the shaping of alloy steel and tungsten carbide dies. So these all things we can make by EDM process. That was all for today. Thank you very much.